There's been a lot of sad news happening lately in the entertainment world, and rather than try to cram all that into the beginning of one video or stretch out bad news throughout the course of a video, we thought we would just deliver all the bad news all at once in this, a bad news video. And while I tell you the bad news, I'm going to show you this cute cat, because that might help soften the blow a little bit, you know? Unless you're a dog person, in which case this will also be bad news for you. This little guy came to me about 9 days ago, and now he's content for the channel. Yeah. Who's content for the channel? You are. I named him Keanu, after the Jordan Peele cat movie. Could have been less original, could have named him Garfield or something, because he's orange, but I didn't. Anyway, let's get into the bad news, I guess. Hopefully he'll wake up and give us some action or something. But if not, that's okay too. Rest in peace to Donald Sutherland, President Snow from the Hunger Games, Buffy the Vampire Slayer's original mentor, Merrick, the Christy Swanson version, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 70s version, one of the best horror remakes ever. And so many other great roles, man. Donald Sutherland will be missed. Rest in peace. Also, the dad of Kiefer Sutherland. That dude was so good at his job that his splooge grew up, entered the same profession as him, and also became famous. Like, seriously, how often does that happen? That's how you know he's good. Also, rest in peace to our fellow YouTuber, Ben Potter, better known to all of you as Benny from Comicstorian. Benny and Comicstorian were one of my personal many inspirations that made me think maybe me and my buddies could do a thing on the YouTube. I never got to meet him, I never got to tell him that, but I like to think he's in a better place now, talking to Stan Lee, so thanks for the inspiration there, Benny. Comicstorian will continue without him, but I'm sure even they would tell you it's not going to be the same without him. He was great. If you guys don't know him, go over to Comicstorian when you're done here. I'll say that. I shouldn't shout out other people's channels, especially the ones that are already bigger than us. We need the help more than they do, right? But I'll say it anyway, man. Oh, he's giving us action. He's rolling over. Yeah, Benny from Comicstorian, he was great at turning comic books into audio dramas. He did full story narrations. He will absolutely be missed. Nick Hogan got a DUI after Hulk Hogan launched his new beer line, Real American. That's just an unfortunate coincidence, but it is unfortunate. Also, F. Nick Hogan for drunk driving in 2024. Chucky was renewed for another season, but it will be the last season. Although that might make some people happy, depending on how you felt about season 3. I was happy he tried to actually made a conscious effort to become the greatest slasher in history, have the greatest unalive count in history. That was fascinating. I like season 3 better than season 2, but I do think it's time to wrap it up. The way it ended was a little weird. We'll have to see what happens there. You know who's not returning? RoboCop, despite the fact that for a few years now they've been tinkering with the RoboCop Returns script. That script began life back in the 80s, and it eventually morphed into what became one of the RoboCop sequels. And unfortunately, a few years ago, rather than coming up with an original idea for the next RoboCop movie, they dusted that old script off and tried to make that a thing instead. Honestly, I'm okay with it. I'd rather they come up... Look at his cute little face. Look at him. I'd rather they come up with a completely original RoboCop idea rather than digging scripts out of the trash that weren't good enough back then, let alone now. And I think, God willing, I think that's the end of the sad news. What did you guys think of this video? What do you think of this cat? Are you sad? Post your favorite memories down below for Donald Sutherland, for Ben Potter, for any of it, man. Let's talk about it in the comments. We would love to geek out with you in the comments. And we will see you again soon, talking about something. And if we missed any sad news stories, comment with that down below too. Alright, talk to you later.